Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Probably wondering, what are those tools over my shoulder? What project are you up to today, James? Well, we'll talk about that right after the intro. What a beautiful day it is today. Here it is Monday. We got some clouds that have been coming over, giving a little bit of shade. This is a good area to work in this morning. That's why I picked this area to work in this morning. Well, let's go ahead and get today started. So, without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Well, it is a nice and breezy morning here this morning, and I have a crazy dog that is desiring some running action and some playfulness with his owner. Anyway, Hopone's having a good time here this morning. So what are the projects for today? Well, I will tell you what the project, it is one project. I don't know what the other projects are. But the main project for today is I am working on the drains. And you probably think to yourself, you know, the drains were done a long time ago. Well, the drains are done, but you saw this morning, did you see all that leaf cover from the mahogany trees? They are making a mess. They're blowing outside the fence, inside the fence, and the place that they're the most destructive is when they get inside the drains. So that is the area I'm working on today. Let's walk down here inside the driveway where I've already accomplished and I've completed one of the drains. Take a look at what I did. Remember, we just had the galvanized grate covering over the top of the drains. Now we have added one more detail so that the leaves don't get down inside and clog up our downspout, or our spout that goes out to the storm sewer. So if you look carefully, you see that not only do we have the galvanized grating, you see in between or underneath the galvanized grating, we now have some fence meshing inside there. You see this little triangles inside. Before, used to be when a leaf went down inside here, it went boom all the way down inside the little gutter area, and it clogged everything up because the drain is down on this end right here. Now what I did was I cut up some leftover material that we had from the project here. It looks something like, looks something like this. This type of material, but it's in a 4-foot section. And I cut a 20 centimeter piece, and I put it up underneath all of the galvanized grate. Now I ran out of material. I have to do this area, I have to clean this, and I have to do the same. Now this is 30 centimeters wide, so I'll have to get a little bit more of a width for those, and I still have to do the one up here as well. This one hasn't been completed. And you can see probably from this one, you'll probably be able to see, look at all the leaves. You see all the leaves inside there? It goes all the way down. Leaves everywhere. Well, that is actually an easy task. It just requires some material, some screening material, and some shears. And I have my shears over here, and I use these to cut it. I just measure off, and you just kind of follow the pattern. It's very nice. You follow the triangle pattern. You don't really have to do any marking or anything like that. Now, it's not going to stop the dirt from getting inside there. If you wanted to do that, you would probably have to put some type of like a landscape material. You know, the stuff that you put inside your garden to keep the weeds from growing inside there. But then again, that presents another problem. You still have to do an occasional bit of maintenance, basically pull up some of the grading, remove some of the debris that goes down, and so maybe some grass clippings, very small, fine grass clippings, and some sand and dirt that might come in from the rains and the wind, but you don't have to do it as often, and it won't clog up quite as fast with that screening material in there. Well, I ran out of material, got to pick up some more material. All right, so back from our local hardware store, which is right around the corner, very conveniently located. But sometimes at the local places, the smaller hardware stores, they don't have the variety that they would normally have in some of the bigger stores. So the design, the little triangle design, like this one right here, they did not have it in stock. But what they did have, they had little square type of galvanized fencing. And I think it'll do just fine. So we'll cut that up right after lunch because it's lunchtime right now. And I'll start cutting that up and I'll start putting that in the places that need the additional screening to keep those pesky mahogany leaves out. Well, that was the last one. All three are done. All three of the trenches are done and have the fencing material inside here so we don't get any more of the leaves. I even raked. See, there's really no more leaves down inside here, but they're still up here in this area, and the garden area still has a lot of it out here. And the street is just, it's still crazy with the leaves out here. I asked the front desk, I requested that those guys up there please send some of the folks who do the cleanup, the maintenance folks, to clean this area up as when they get a chance, so we can move this out. Now you see the trees are almost empty. All that you see on that mahogany tree, that's new growth. And that'll be what we'll be cleaning up next year about the same time. So tomorrow some more cleanup. The gardener was here all day long, but he worked more down inside the basement. I will show you where he is at and cleaning up that tile inside the basement. Now he worked in the workshop area over here. This looks really good. It wasn't that clean before, I can tell you. And he's also been cleaning up the baseboard as well. You can see the baseboard looks brand new. So he's cleaning the floor and the baseboard. So this area is almost done. I think he just has a little bit of area, this front area right here, to this part right here. That whole area back there still has to be done. And the front area in front of the vehicle, that has to be done as well. Okay, one thing I wanted to mention before I close for today, I want to thank all the folks that sent in those great recipes, those great salsa recipes, and we're going to bookmark those. We're going to take those and we're going to put them aside. And it seems like all of them have something in common. They all have onions, they all have garlic, they all have tomatoes, and then some of the other ingredients, like for the mango and peach, of course, some mango and some peach, but they all seem to be very simple recipes. So the good thing about that is everything there except for the peaches are things that we can grow inside the garden. Yeah, even the mango we can grow, but mango trees won't be ready to produce anything. It's going to be a few years before we get some mangoes. So we'll pull the mangoes and we'll get the peaches from down at the market, but all the other things we'll probably grow inside the raised bed garden, and we'll make that salsa. But we're not going to wait that long because it's going to take quite a while for all that stuff to get ready, because remember, we're going to go on vacation for a little bit. But when we come back from vacation, we're going to have a lot of things growing inside the raised bed garden. So anyway, again, thank you to all you who sent in those great recipes for the salsa. And if you have some more recipes that you want to send in, and we'll put those aside. And if it's something that we actually make and we think it's great, which I know everything is going to be great that you guys send in, maybe we'll do a episode on making or preparing and then serving that recipe. So also you can hear over my shoulder here, the pump is running. I turned off the pet fence I think Marianne pretty much knows where she's not supposed to be for going out of the fence, and that's a conditioning kind of thing. So I feel comfortable even turning off the fence right now and letting her run around and not worried about her running and trying to dart through the area where she knows there might be a correction. So that's good there. I only have 2 outlets over here, so I can either run the irrigation system or I can either run the pet fence right now without putting in a multi-strip outlet. That's why we're waiting on the box, the waterproof box, just like the Raccio gray box over my shoulder there. We're waiting on another one of those. And I keep checking the updates. It's shipped. It's on the way. Maybe it's on international waters. I think the last place it was LAX, the international airport in California. So hopefully it flies out, it gets into Manila soon, and they deliver it quickly. So we can get that installed, and the power supply and everything we need to make that a permanent installation. We'll do a little bit better waterproofing as well. So we can run both of the systems back here, both the irrigation system and the electric dog fence. Well, that's about it for today. Not much. It took me longer to do that little bit of fencing down underneath the grading than I thought. The second set of fence that I picked up, it was more difficult to cut. But I did get it all in. It's completed, and I don't know what the project is for tomorrow. Let's see. I don't know what the project might be. Well, I'm going to close for today. So if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Please share. And if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My Bedroom heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and you'll be notified the next time we upload a new video. So until such time, you have a wonderful and blessed day.
Bye-bye.